This week, join me, Larry Dale Gordon, and special guest star, the very lovely Sheena Easton, as we hunt for photographs in Yellowstone National Park on Canon Photo Safari. Sheena, come here. There's a bear up here.
Oh
Come
my
and see him.
God.
See him? Right up there by the trees? Just past that tree with the Y in it.
See if I can find it.
See if you can get him. Yeah,
Oh,
here he
there
comes.
he is, there
Here
he
he
is,
comes.
there he is.
Perfect shot. Now, be very steady with that long lens because you can't jerk it when you shoot. You have to shoot real easy.
Oh, hello, hello. Thank you. This is nice. Okay, he's my
There
buddy.
he is. There he is. Lots of clear shots now.
Look at that. Okay, I went for a little arty thing there where I
You
got
could do a
bit of
vertical.
the
See the
tree.
big tree? Can you get
Yeah.
the big tree?
Yeah.
You hold it all right. If you get your hand underneath, like this, and make a cradle. So
Like this?
Yeah, there you go. You're going to be a lot steadier. Good shot. Perfect vertical.
For nature and wildlife photographers, Yellowstone National Park provides unparalleled opportunities to see large mammals and some of the most beautiful landscapes to be found on Earth. In a time when natural resources were considered limitless and conservation was considered wasteful, President Ulysses S. Grant signed the Yellowstone Park Act, creating America's first national park. It's now been more than 125 years since Yellowstone National Park was established, and today, this remarkable landscape has been called America's best idea. The majority of the park sits in the northwest corner of Wyoming, with a small section spilling into Montana. For the better part of the past 100 years, Yellowstone remained remote and virtually untouched by civilization. Today, visitation seems to be steadily growing and now exceeds 3 million people annually. For professional photographers like Larry Dale Gordon, Yellowstone provides unlimited opportunities to express his artist's eye. For more than 25 years, Larry Dale Gordon has worked for international clients doing advertising and editorial photography. But his passion has always been as an artist. And as artists do, his wanderlust has carried him to more than 60 countries with a camera in hand and plenty of film.
Even though he's in the shadow of the trees, you can expose for the sunlight and get the color, and he'll be silhouetted. It'll be a beautiful silhouette. And this also would work as a vertical because you get the tree going straight up into the frame and all the blue sky, and then you'd have this dark silhouette of his horns. Be a beautiful shot. See, he'll turn to the right, and then you'll see a profile of his face as well. Yeah. There he goes. See?
Oh, look
Good
at
shot.
that.
Good shot.
Those are big antlers.
He's a big one. He's a
Well,
big
is
one.
he big old full-grown?
He's a daddy. He is for sure. But here you've got a great array of color. You have the green, you have the dark
that shadow that's
and then
running
the
right
blue in the
across.
mountains beyond, you know, from the backlit ridge. So it's a really nice array of colors.
Wonder if he's got any buddies around.
He might. I think there's another one over there somewhere in the trees.
He's standing up and displaying.
Boy, he's as big as the other guy. Why don't I stay here and you walk up very slowly, that way you'll be able to get a much closer shot. And also if you're lower, you can get him against the sky. So just walk up softly and you'll get him.
I'm not going to scare him,
No,
right?
no, you'll be fine. I'll wait here so that we don't frighten him off.
Be my new best friend.
No, it's going to be beautiful. You can go quite a ways. You see that the big bush right in front of you? I think you can get up that far. Just keep walking until he gets up. Great.
He's perfect.
Great. Perfect shot.
Can I take one of those
Good.
home with me? Think you sell them in the
I think
gift
the
shop?
food bill would be pretty rough. Shall we pack up and head out? Huh?
Oh yeah, that was worth getting up early to see.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Well, let's head out this way.
When the Canon Photo Safari returns, Sheena Easton and Larry Dale Gordon search for bison in America's oldest national park.
The Canon Photo Safari is brought to you by Canon. So advanced, it's simple. Kodak Advantix System, a better way to take pictures further. By Nike, who encourages you to participate in the lives of America's youth.
The history of bison in America is tumultuous. In the early 1800s, as many as 65 million roamed America, and their destiny seemed certain. But market hunting and poaching all but eliminated this species from North America. By 1890, there were fewer than 1,000 animals left. Yellowstone National Park was not immune to the slaughter. In the 1870s, poachers and meat hunters continued to kill bison within the newly created park. It wasn't until the U.S. Army moved in and brought the poaching and hunting under control. In the 1500s, bison were found from New York to California, Texas to the northern reaches of Canada. Today, their herds have been pushed to the Midwest and Rocky Mountain regions of the country, as well as many private ranches throughout the West.
This is wonderful.
Great. Good spot.
This good?
Spot. This is perfect. So if you can pick out parts of the herd with the long lens where they really look like buffalo, it's really the best thing to do.
You know, it's cool, but it sure ain't the bear.
Well, we'll get closer down the line, and you'll think it's like the bear.
She's
The bear
so
was
picky.
great. The bear was great.
She's so blasé already.
Picky. You're looking at history here.
I know I am. Now, see, when they do stuff, that's more exciting. There's one rolling around and kicking up the dust.
Get him. Oh, over there. See him?
See him?
I see him, yeah, good. And this kind of soft light is going to give you really saturated greens. There won't be any shadows, so the animal will be more isolated than seeing him in his shadow when you have really harsh light. So this is quite soft light. This is also great light for people.
It is?
Oh, yeah. Beauty light, my dear, beauty light.
Oh, I should go and stand there in the middle of these buffaloes. I'll never look better.
And stand facing the light always for a picture like this. Flat light. You want to
Yeah.
look right there.
Today, the bison in the park are still threatened. In December of 1996, there were an estimated 3,500 animals in the park. But by March of 1997, due to management removals and winter kill, the numbers had dwindled to around 1,200 animals. Still today, anyone that visits Yellowstone National Park can expect to find bison roaming the open meadows, and they present great photographic opportunities. Yellowstone is filled with rare and spectacular bubbling mud pots and erupting geysers that are the main reason why the Yellowstone Plateau was set aside more than 125 years ago. What makes Yellowstone's geysers and hot springs so fascinating is their dynamic nature. Some geysers, like Old Faithful, have been steadily active through most of the park's history, while others are quite rare and beautiful. Geysers, by their very nature, will change over the years, but their fascinating beauty remains. Visitors to Yellowstone are entertained and amazed by the park's remarkable geothermal features.
Okay, on this you can use a wide angle on this, and also you can use a polarizer because you've got a fairly good angle for that. You'll increase the contrast between the sky, and you'll pick up that Caribbean blue on the water. And as wide angle as you can, that'll be fantastic.
Now, if I go vertical, I get more of the sky.
Yeah, you can do that. This is inherently a scenic shot because it's built in and there for you. So you want to take advantage of everything your camera can give you on a shot like this. The wide angle, the polarizer. You also can bring the horizon way up in the frame. You can put the horizon right in the top of the frame so you come down and get the shot. Oh, it's erupting.
Here we go.
Get it again. Get it again. Get it again.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm even going to shoot one of these.
That's amazing.
There's a couple of geysers back down the path. Let's go back and try those.
Okay.
We won't have so much mist in our face, okay?
Oh, that sounds
Great.
good.
When the Canon Photo Safari returns, Sheena and Larry go hunting for wolves in Yellowstone National Park with cameras in hand. Born in Bellshill, Scotland, Sheena Easton has become an international star. From the time she exploded onto the scene in the UK in 1980 to her current singing engagements and acting roles, Sheena Easton has entertained millions around the world for years.
This looks like a beautiful spot for an overall shot. I mean, it might not be so great if we had to come in close because the light's so high, but the valley here and the sky, it's one of the better things to shoot if you want to just do scenics. So why don't we set up right here? And you can use a telephoto here to come in on the animals, but basically if you want to take advantage of this kind of light, it's better to do a kind of a wide angle thing.
What do you think of this light? Is this good or bad?
It's good for a scenic like this because you're going to get crisp blue skies, and green hills, and a little brown elk. But it's creating a setting for you. Then later on, when you get better light, when it's lower in the sky, then you can go out to do the shots where you're coming really tight on the elk.
These clouds, see now, we're here at Yellowstone and we're looking at all this beautiful stuff and I can't take my eyes off the clouds. I live in Los Angeles. They don't make clouds in LA.
No, they don't.
Because if you just shoot the obvious valley, you miss that. That's more
Well, also,
dramatic.
you know, you can go down, for instance, if you have a large tree or bush like that one, that one's not so interesting, but then you get that coming in to the frame much closer, and that gives you sort of two planes instead of just the flat scenic like that. It gives you something in the foreground.
There's a baby and a mommy. Look over here. Oh, that's great. That's really
he took
cool.
a walk just for you.
He did. And he walked right through those flowers. Look, he's scratching his ear again.
In a chapter that was one of the saddest in America's treatment of wild animals, tens of thousands of wolves were killed by government bounty hunters in the early 1900s. By 1965, wolves had been extirpated from 97% of their original range in the lower 48 states. And when the U.S. Congress passed the Endangered Species Act in 1973, wolves were among the first animals listed as endangered. From that day forward, there was talk about restoring wolves into wild areas in the western U.S., but nowhere has the restoration of wolves been more controversial than Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone National Park holds some of the finest wolf habitat in North America. An abundant supply of game to feed on, and millions of acres to roam where they are protected, is helping the wolves in their battle to survive their only predator, man. Wolves originally roamed through most of North America, but can now only be found in large numbers in Alaska, Canada, and some sections of Minnesota. The wolf population in Yellowstone National Park is on the increase, and from all signs, the reintroduction project is going well. Spotting a wolf in the wild is a sight very few people have ever seen. But with the help of Douglas Smith, Yellowstone's resident wolf expert, Larry and Sheena got a helping hand on where they might find the animals.
Actually, Sheena, why don't you take a listen? Put these headphones on, and this is the technology that's available to us to track wolves. They all wear radio collars, and we can tune in on them and find out where they are. This is how we locate them. I rotate this antenna and try and pick up a signal off their collar. This is wolf number 41. Are you picking up a signal at all?
Yep.
Great. That means there's a wolf nearby. And this is kind of a way to see wolves without seeing them.
How do you know which number? Does every signal sound different?
It's kind of like a radio station. You know, if you want country, you hit one station. If you want rock, you hit another. And we're on one little signal right now. So even though you're not seeing one, you're close to a wolf.
It's real strong there.
Okay. So that means that wolf's pointing off this way.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. You never knew you'd end up being a wildlife biologist, did you? We only have volunteer positions open. If you don't mind volunteering, we can't pay you. Let's check the other spot out.
Great.
See what's going on.
Okay. We'll follow you.
And now, Canon presents Viewpoint, focusing on Canon's system of over 50 EF lenses.
In my career, which has been a long one, I do what I call these walkabouts. whether it be in a great park like Yellowstone or a wonderful city like Rome or Paris. I always go with a light pack like this and a piece of equipment like the Canon EOS 1N and the 2870 zoom. It gives me the opportunity to do a wide angle if I want of the beauty of a park, or if I run across some wildlife, I still have a zoom to 70 to do it. So my suggestion is a piece of equipment like this for your own walkabouts.
For more information about Montana's great viewing and travel opportunities, write to Travel Montana, 600 Conley Lake Road, Deer Lodge, Montana 59722, or call 1-800-VISIT-MONTANA. The Canon Photo Safari is brought to you by Canon. So advanced, it's simple. Kodak Advantic System. A better way to take pictures further. By Nike, who encourages you to participate in the lives of America's youth. The Canon Photo Safari uses quality products from ex officio. Functional outdoor clothing balancing you and the environment. Read more about Canon Photo Safari in Outdoor Photographer, the magazine for scenics, wildlife, travel, and sports. Subscribe now and receive a free photo tips guide. Call 1-800-4PHOTOS.
Getting close enough to a wolf in the wild to get great photographs takes sometimes years of patiently waiting. Still, the opportunity to view a wolf in pups in Yellowstone National Park is an awesome experience.
What an incredible spot.
Right.
This is a good one.
Oh, unbelievable.
This is one of the better spots we've got in Yellowstone to observe the wolves. And we like it a lot because you can pretty much be here and watch the wolves without bothering them. So we like that.
Well, should we get set up? Maybe we can give them a listen.
You bet. Let's see if we can get some looks and maybe a picture or two.
Now, because you're on a long lens, it's good to stay at a high shutter speed like we are, because we're covering so much ground. The slightest movement is going to blur your picture. So.
Do you see him? The dad's
Yeah.
walking with a gray pup.
See him?
Oh,
I got him.
Right, guy?
I got him.
He's going to check them out. This is fabulous.
That's a good view of two black pups. I can almost see them with my naked eye there.
And in that clump of trees, there's some more babies. There's one or two, I think. We're seeing wolves. Two of them running like
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
from
Oh,
under
yeah.
the stand of trees towards Dad.
There's three of them.
Yeah.
They're going hell for
They're
leather.
going.
They're just doing it.
Look at that.
They're after something. This is so
I'm
cool.
not quite the photographer you guys are. I'm just going to put the scientific equipment on it and watch.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Now they're all together. They're all hanging.
Okay, hang in there, Sheena. You get me excited. Takes me a while to hook up here. See if I can get them too.
I'm going to load a little faster film on this one.
I love this.
Okay, I got them.
You see them?
Yep. Right with you.
They're heading towards, they're going to be harder to spot if they stay there because they're going to go into those taller trees.
I see them.
They're all together. I think they found something.
Let's hang with them as long as we can. Those pups are fun to watch,
They're
aren't
playing.
they? They're fun to watch. This is a
They
glimpse into the life of a family of wolves.
Unbelievable.
Isn't that amazing? We can actually do this.
That's what
And
national
they
parks...
they're not aware of us up here. Are they?
No, absolutely not. And that's what's so beautiful about it is we can observe them without disturbing them. And really, this is what national parks are all about. These animals can
Oh,
be
that's
here
fantastic.
unharassed, unbothered by humans.
Isn't that great?
Very special. Would they be looking for food or just playing?
These guys are just, what Dad's doing is just, he's babysitting. And there are other wolves from the pack out right now. They're looking for food,
Right.
and they'll bring it back to them. So these pups are still riding the coattails of other wolves. That's what you get when you live in a family. Not many mammals live in families.
He keeps a close eye on them, doesn't
He does. They're good parents. I'd say your average wolf parents Much better than your average person, parent.
Doug, that was incredible. We sure do thank you.
A lot of
That was
fun.
absolutely incredible. Thanks for bringing us up here.
Nice meeting
Thank
you,
you.
Sheena.
You too. It was wonderful. And thank you for teaching me how to take pictures.
Pleasure. You learned very quickly. They're going to start using your stuff on calendars out here.